Hello everyone, welcome to Laratips. I couldn't upload videos previously because there was some problem with my throat. It was very difficult for me to speak, but it is improving, so I think now I can create some videos and upload it. So in this video, we'll be adding more filters to the users here, and then finally we'll upload it to the Cloudways. Speaking of Cloudways, this whole series is sponsored by Cloudways. And before starting this video, I'd like you to introduce to this whole series sponsor, which is Cloudways. Cloudways is a managed cloud hosting platform which focuses on your business and avoid all the web hosting hassles. Cloudways will take care of the server setup for you, and you can go live in minutes using the Cloudways. You can select any one of these applications like WordPress, Laravel, PHP, etc. and you can host those in any one of these servers like DigitalOcean, AWS, Vultr, Google Cloud or Linode. And also you can scale your server size as you need using the simple and easy user interface. You can use the link below to subscribe to Cloudways, and if you do so, you will get $15 as a credit. And you can use that $15 to set up a base server, and it will last you almost a month, which means that you are getting 1 month free. Now let's get started. Let us go to the users index page. So here user index view. Here we have these filters. So inside here I have this one name which is showing over here, and we know that we have already created input group, so let us refactor this to the input group. So instead of input, I'll say here input group, and I'll remove this one. Here I'll say here input group, label will be name, v model will be filters.name as it is. Now we can easily remove this. Now let me save it, and I have already run here npm run watch. So if I just come here and refresh the page and let me search for admin, then everything should work as it is. Now let us add filters for email and roles. Here I'll say email, and here also email, and type will also be email. And also we want a list of roles, so we'll say here select group, and we also need to import this select group over here like this, select group, and here will be label role, v model will be filters.role id, and we need to pass items which will be roles over here, and let us pass these roles as a prop, and we'll say roles array. And let me go here in the index page. Here we should pass that roles over here. So here, and these roles we should pass from the controller, which will be accepted here as a prop. So I need to add it over here, and let me go to users controller, and here in the index I need to pass that roles. Here we haven't passed that roles, so I'll copy it from this create section, and then I'll add it over here. Now this will be available over here, which will be in turn passed here, and then it will be passed over here roles, and then it will be available over here. Now let me just come here and format it, and come here and refresh the page. Then I am not seeing anything, so let me see here in the console unhandled error during. I think whenever passing the props we did some mistake. So over here, oh yeah, here is the role, so we need to say here roles. Now again, if I come here and refresh this, then we can see here name, email, and role. But whenever we write something over here, then nothing is happening. So let us fix this. Let me go here in the users controller, and over here let me just do it like this. Let's say if there is email, then it will be same as that of the name. But now if there is roles, then it will be different. So let me break down this like this. So if there is role id, let me do it like this, and it will be available here builder, let's say where has, and we'll do here roles, where has this roles relationship and function builder, and then we'll say builder where roles.id is role id. Whatever the request role id, it will be available over here like this role id, and then we can use it, or we can directly use this request role id. We are using this where has relationship method in order to query the relationship. Now if I come here and refresh the page, and I think we don't need to refresh the page as well. So here let me search for, let's say admin, @admin like this. But if I do dash like this, then it will not find because it is not available. So it is working. Now if I select for editor, then we can only see editor and new role. There is no user, so it should show me no data, and super admin, only super admin is showing. And if I click on select, then everything will be shown. So the filtering is working perfectly fine now. And let me also fix something which was bothering me. So if we go here in the select group, and here in the props, we didn't pass all the props that can be passed to this select. But I think we should write that over there because it will be very easy for us to know what are the props that we need to pass on that select group. We should not again come here in the select and look those. So I'll copy all these things from here and I will remove this. I don't think we need type here. We are not using type because this type is only for the input group. Okay, after this, we need to write these over here also. So here I'll say items, and then if I go here, this item text, item value, item text, item value, and then without select, we need to pass all these things because they will not be available in the attrs since we are already accepting them as a props. Those that are not here in the props will only be available here. So now if I come here and refresh the page over here, then everything should be working perfectly fine, as you can see here. Okay, we have done this. Now let us push to the Git and let us upload to the Cloudways server and let us see on the live. So here, let me just add it to the Git. Okay, I have pushed it to the Git repository. Now let me go to the Cloudways, and I have already shown you how to push it to the Cloudways server. It is very, very easy. In my previous videos, I have already shown you. So I'll go here in the deployment via Git and then click on pull. The repository has been updated. Now let us log into the Cloudways server and just do those necessary steps that we need to do. So whatever the packages that we have installed, like Tailwind elements, that will be available and it will not throw any error. So here I'll do SSH Cloudways, and I have already shown you how to SSH into the Cloudways server as well. So I'll do cd applications and this, and cd public_html. And then first of all, we need to do composer install always. Later on, we'll automate this as well. After this, we'll do npm install and npm run production. Okay, it's completed, and I think we need to do one more thing as well. So let me go here in the database seeder, and we don't need to write here bcrypt, because if you see here in the user, then we have already write here password cast, and which is in turn doing here bcrypt or hashmake. So let me push that as well. Okay, after this, let me again go to this here and again pull it. Okay, repository has been updated. Now let me again run here composer. I don't think we need to run composer install, but let me run it, composer install, and then npm install and npm run dev run production. We don't need to run it because we are only changing on the server side. After this, let us just run php artisan migrate seed and enter. Sorry, we need to say here migrate fresh and then dash seed. So you have successfully seeded, and you need to run it only once whenever you are doing it to server because you don't want to remove every data from the server. So after this, I'll go here and click on access details and then click on this. Then we'll be able to see this. After this, I'll do here admin/dashboard, and then we'll see this. Now here I'll say admin@admin.com, which will be the email, and the password will also be the same thing. So this will be the username and password, and now we can successfully log in to our server as well. And we can see here all the permissions, rules, and then users, and everything will just work perfectly fine. Let me just filter by super admin. So it is also working perfectly fine. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.